Rejoice, frog fans. Right, I'm sure there's not many of us, but still, if you do like frogs and you don't want to take care of real frogs, you might want to pick these up. So the brand is called Animal Heavenly Body. There you go. And the series is Laugh and Grow Fat, and each wave is a different bunch of creatures. So wave 20 happens to be a bunch of frogs, and they give you the scientific names of those frogs. I've reviewed a few other ones, so I'm going to get one of each casting. I don't even know what's in these boxes. Which is weird, you know? They don't tell you what's in the box. It's like a blind box that's not a blind box because it's just a slide cover. It's a really strong box, by the way, because they're hard resin figures. So something resinifictrix. Trachycephalus resinifictrix. So I think this is like a blue milk frog or something like that. I guess it's figure number 4 in the collection. And let me pull this out. So the only thing that could really break are the tips of the toes here. But look at all this foam, so this brand, they seem to do better in their packaging compared to Frog Planet, which I've had several broken. So we'll talk about that in a moment. I just want to see what the other frog is so I can pull up the proper Wikipedia pages. So this is a blue poison dart frog, which is known as Dendrobat something. So this would be a small one. Yeah, very small. Hopefully not broken. Pleasantly, the toes are not broken. Okay. So I've spoken about this frog before. It's the Mission golden-eyed tree frog, or the Amazon milk frog, and so it comes from the Amazon rainforest in South America. It's a tree-dwelling frog, and it can grow up to 4 inches in length. And the reason why it's a little bit blue is some of the blood. Well, all the blood has a blue hue to it, so you can see it through the skin. And that's all I care to learn about it. You can search the channel if you want to find out more on the other review. Okay, so looking at this here, we have a nice skin texture down here. The bottom of the padded feet are very smooth, and it looks like there's some shading effects going on here. I don't know if it's, yeah. So the blue changes when you go up to the side. They're airbrushed like a gray or something, and then they paint it on like two different grays with white dots with a white border. And so you can see these bumps and stuff like that. Some of the bumps have white paint on them. The tympanum here is smooth. The eyes are decals, so they look nice and they're nicely applied. I just really hope that they don't crack and peel off in the future if they're not under the clear coat, which I don't think they are. So I don't know if I want to clear coat these things or not. Hopefully they'll just stay down. I don't know. If I ever start seeing them wick up, I'm going to start clear coating these. Anyways, the inside of the mouth has got some nice details. Not sure what those would be for. Maybe they're indicating the eyes going in. And then, oddly, there's no different color for the tongue, but maybe that's just the way the real frog is. I don't know. Anyways, it's pretty, well, I guess it's bigger than the other one, but it's pretty small in the realm of collectible frogs, so like 5 centimeters in length. I've spoken about this frog before. The blue poison dart frog is scientifically the Dendrobates tinctorius. It is native to the country of Suriname, which is considered part of either the northern part of South America, but also considered part of the Caribbean. I always thought it was in Africa myself. These frogs are actually terrestrial, meaning they hop around on the ground apparently, but they still need to be near water to breed and all that stuff. And only one of the species is poisonous, and it gets its poison by eating certain insects that create alkaloids in its skin. But once these are held in captivity, they eat different insects, so they lose their poisonous traits. Alright, well, this thing's really small, much smaller than the other one. The footprint of this is like 35 millimeters. Overall length might be under 5 centimeters. And if you look here, it's got actually metallic paint on the back legs. Yeah, that's not just shiny. I think it's metallic. But then it fades into a normal sky blue. But they put a little darker fade here in the middle before they print it on the black and the dark blue splotches. The eyes are just perfectly dark, so I assume that's just black paint, which is better than a decal. Fading here. There might be metallic here in the chest as well, but it's very faint. But yeah, sky blue a little bit, and then darker on the legs. Yeah, bottom seems alright. So yeah, it's not much to it. It's a small little thing. So from the same brand, we have a strawberry poison dart frog here. Same mold, it looks like. I think. Yeah, I think it's the same mold, just a different paint job. And this one is a New Year's special edition, which also has metallic paint of this strawberry frog. But it has tadpoles stuck to the back because I guess they raised their tadpoles on them, which is interesting. So from Frog Planet, Wave 2, here's their version of the Amazon milk frog. Much bigger, much more cartoony, but also fragile just as much. And then this one always annoys me because this is a Secret Chase they paid a lot of money for, and four of the fingers were broken. One finger here and 3 of the toes, if you want to be precise about it. Because this Frog Planet brand doesn't know how to package things properly. They don't know how to package things so they're tight in the package. They just rattle around in the package, and then they obviously break because these are brittle plastic. I almost feel like both of these brands could be just softer PVC plastic instead of this rigid resin. Softer PVC, if you think of like Pop Mart figures, those things you can drop from a bookshelf and they're not going to shatter like ceramic, but these will. So be careful of that. Be mindful of that if you're going to spend money on these. Don't give them to little kids. They're going to break. Okay, well anyways, luckily I don't have any little kids around, but I do have 2 cats, so I have to put these into glass cabinets. These are, what am I doing? Never mind. I thought I was mixing up my frogs in the review. So it's interesting. I think these are actually probably to scale. You know, it's like this is a small frog in real life. This is could be bigger than that in real life. Ooh, look at this. Hold on. Right, a lot of frogs will eat other frogs, but if this is the poisonous species, probably not a good idea. All right, well, thanks. We'll see you in the next frog video.